All right, class, put away your snacks. Let's gather here for our story time. Please, let's settle down now. I want to have time to finish our story today. I know how you all dislike it when it has to be continued.
What's the story about commitments again? Yeah, I hope it's better than the last one.
Well, I'm very sorry that you were disappointed before, but I think you're going to love this one. It's about a six-legged toad.
What's this thing on six-legged toad?
Maybe you've never seen a six-legged toad, but that doesn't mean they don't exist.
That's very true. Sometimes things exist and we never see them. And sometimes we see and believe things that don't exist. Nothing is ever black and white. Once upon a time, a very greedy king ruled an island called Leogond. The king taxed his people heavily and used the money for himself, instead of paying for the schools and villages as he should have. The people of the island became very poor from all this taking, and soon grew tired of the king's tyranny. They began to organize a revolution.
Is that all? Only one pedal? I'm not going harder on the people. They're starting to slack off paying their taxes. We cannot be having this happen. I
make right for what has been wrong for hundreds of years. It's time to make our oppressors accountable for their travesties. Are you tired of being hungry?
Yes!
Are you tired of living in huts while our king lives in a palace?
Yes!
Are you tired of our schools closing?
Yes!
Are you ready to take control?
Yes!
We are united and we shall revolt.
Santa shows people what a generous king he is by giving them an opportunity to win all his kingly treasure. This opportunity took the form of a 3-mile race from the neighboring town of Brosh to Leogan. Both sides would pull names from a basket to represent their side of the race. If the king won, the people would have to give up their hopes for revolution. After all, it would be more fair.
You promise this contest is fair and equitable, and you promise to abandon all hopes of revolution against your king?
On the behalf of the people of Leogan, we do.
Well then, choose.
Our representative will be Martin Toad.
Our representative will be Cheval Horse.
What? That's not fair. How do you expect a toad to race against a horse?
Oh, but it is quite fair. You agreed to this contest. It is not my fault that the two contenders differ in physical status. The race is on. I'm gonna get you someday, Keith.
Well, that was some kind of fair. Madame Robert had no idea that the king had rigged the race so that his only possible contestant would be Sir Cheval le Horse, the fastest of all his royal court. Now the king would be sure to win, especially against Martin le Toad.
hopes for their independence by agreeing to a race in exchange for dropping the revolution against the king. We pulled from baskets, and the king chose Chabot, and I chose you, Martin. No offense, but we have no chance of winning now.
No offense is taken, but I have an idea. A secret weapon was not easily out. Come close, brother. You have a brother and sister?
Yes, but I don't think I met them.
Or perhaps you have distant. No. You see, we are triplets in the earth of strangers. I did. We have always had great fun filling our family and friends with our activities. I think now is the time we use our similarities for good use. I know they would be glad to help. This way we can each put the race up and each run a leg of it. Chabot will never be able to tell the difference. This way we will outsmart the proud king.
And so it was time for the race to begin. Sir Thomas, another one of the king's henchmen, was there to officiate the race.
Citizens of Legon, welcome to the great race. This will be a fair race. The winner which shall take the king's treasure. Are there any questions? And the rest say give a drum roll and wave my flag to give the signal. We will begin the race. Contestants, take your places. Drum roll, please. On your mark. Get set. Go!
Please, Chabot, it would only be right to let you start the race first, as I am destined to win at the end. At least a head start would give you some dignity.
Absolutely not, my comrade, for it is obvious that I far outmatch you in this contest. I insist that you go first and take the head start.
Oh no, I couldn't let
confess you was fine. I confess you was fine. Faster than anything. Faster than sound. Faster than anything. It's impossible. He can't be catching up now. I left him choking on my dust at the last checkpoint. Well, I'm not hanging around to chit-chat this time. It's off to collect the treasure.
Which part is not fair? This time, I'm afraid both sides are guilty of perjury and trying on the race. Besides, he's always taking the money, telling us what to do.
Don't you see, children, that by allowing the Leto family to run the race together, it makes us as bad as the king, who was sinking to his level. Two wrongs don't make a right.
More fans, please. More fans.
They should be arriving any minute, Your Majesty.
I can't stand it. The suspense is gripping.
Here they come! Here they come!
No! It wasn't supposed to happen this way.
What could you mean by that? It was a contest after all. You knew the chance could play its part, right?
Show us the treasure. Show us the treasure. Show us the treasure. Show us the treasure. Show us.
What shall we do with the king?
Banish him.
What, and torture?
No, we shall put them on a sailboat with enough food and money to survive, praying for their sakes that they will never return to Leogan.
it was that the king and Sir Chabot were banished from the little island and never to be seen again. Sir Monsieur Robert and Mr. Latoad were elected councilmen. The treasure was divided equally among them, and they all lived very prosperous lives.
I think that the judge should have been caught and punished for cheating in the race.
Well, I guess we'll have to decide that over recess.